Yeah. Let's go.
It's stadium seats, so what does that mean? That mean it's Frizz, Gemz, and Tay, and we hot in the scene. Every platform possible, you know it's the team. To emails, the airways, down we counting the streams, it's love. To all the sports fans that's rocking the building. And when we turn, please admit that you're craving the feeling. Frizz and Gemz, please believe. You know how we rock, right? Tay with the red bottoms, now she taking the spotlight. Frizz, let's make sure we get that #1 spot tight. Cause when we rock right, we do tours, take top flights, the tailgate crazy. The fans, they amaze me. Salute to all the fans that been rocking with us lately. Love.
Stadium seats. Frizz, Gemz, Tay, back in the building.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah. What's going on, sports world?
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
That's nice.
Super fire.
Fire.
Yeah. Had to play that again real quick.
I know. I could listen to it all day.
Man, drop top. Listen to that. We riding.
Crop top.
What's going on, sports world? Hit us up on our Twitter at Seed Stadium. We're now at over 870 followers. Shout out to that, y'all.
Yeah.
Awesomeness. You're welcome.
Email us at seats, or that's our Twitter, Stadium Seats Podcast at gmail.com. We do have an email tonight. We'll get to that in a little bit here, right after we get over some topics. Okay, so Gemz and Tay, I hope you're ready to kick this off for this Wednesday evening.
Let's do this.
We're grinding.
Yeah.
Here we go, kicking it off, guys. The NFL, the New England Patriots, they're involved in another Spygate. What do we think about this ordeal? Gemz, kick it off.
What do we think? Well, I'll tell you what I think. I don't think too much about it because New England Patriots, they have a reputation of, taping other teams and stealing signs and stealing plays and et cetera, et cetera. But I think reports came out that Bill Belichick spoke a little bit about that. He addressed that in the media, and he said that he had absolutely no involvement with that. And I think the reason why it was taped was because of a show that was
the documentary.
The documentary, yeah. So he said it's just not a football issue at all. I don't really look too much into this. I mean, I don't think New England's doing anything this year anyway. But moving forward, I just don't look too much into it just because they have that reputation. They're going to, they probably kept taping other teams and stealing signs and things of that nature. Executives think that, other players think that, so it is what it is. It's the NFL. Goodell, he's going to have to put his foot down if he finds that there's any cheating going on. He gotta put the pressure on that franchise there. So with Kraft and Belichick, that's what he has to do.
Here's my deal with it, Gemz. They play Cincinnati this week. Something has to be done before this game starts.
It won't.
A decision needs to be made before this game starts. So we know that last time they got caught, what did they do? They fined them what, $500,000 maybe?
Yeah.
They took away a draft pick. Goodell spoke on this today at the NFL winter meetings, and I was listening to him. Right. And the thing about it was he didn't comment really on it. He just was like, we're looking into it, blah, blah, blah. But they have to do something before this game kicks off on Sunday. There got to be something.
Well, they're
That's
not.
my take on it.
We're not, because Goodell he said when he was addressing the media, he said, we're going to take our time. So
they can't, I know, but they can't.
It's not happening.
I just think it's ridiculous for them to be filming the Bengals of all teams. The Bengals.
No, that's a good point. That's a good point. Like, you don't need to film the Bengals.
Yeah, I mean, getting signs, stealing signs, whatever. But
you make a good point. They play them this week. So if they don't address it before the game, and, as horrible as the Bengals are, if the Patriots win, which we pretty much know they're going to win, that's going to throw everybody up in arms. Because why? Because they were filming them, and now they beat them, and they've lost 2 consecutive games, and now they beat the Bungles.
Bad press for the Patriots. Bad press.
Bad, horrible press. We'll see what happens. You know what? Who knows? Stadium seats. We report it all here. Moving on. The New York Jets, Lev Bell, star running back. He was rolled out last Sunday. He had the flu, right? But he went bowling. Saw in public with friends. He should have been resting. Do we have a problem with this?
I don't have a problem with it at all. Listen, he plays for the Jets, all right? He already threw the towel in, okay? So, if you want to go bowling, you could go bowling. If he was strong enough to lift a ball, that's fine. I mean, I don't know if he's strong enough to get hit by a 250-pound linebacker going 100 miles at you, but, if he's going to hanging out with his friends and maybe he was getting over the flu. Maybe he was over that hump where he was getting better at the time and he needed to get out, get some fresh air and hang out with some folks. So I don't really look too much into it because it's the Jets. They're not going anywhere. And I think he gave up a long time ago.
I have to agree. I don't think there's anything there. I don't think it's an issue. I don't think it should be an issue. I mean, he's sick. Yeah, you're at home recovering with the flu. We all know it's horrible. But after 2-3 days at home, you want to get out. You want to relieve some stress. You're feeling better after 2-3 days. We've all been there. I don't blame the guy for wanting to get out. Was he bowling? Was he just hanging out with friends? Whatever the case was, he's entitled to have a life.
Yeah, he got
Let me tell you something.
Here we go.
Here we go. Le'Veon Bell.
What?
Big disappointment. Huge disappointment this year. Okay. Sat out last year. We all know this. Then gets a huge contract. Gets guaranteed money on a team that took a chance on him. Only has 500 yards or so rushing this year. I think this man should be bending over backwards for this organization. Okay. Sitting his butt at home if he's sick, supporting his team in some kind of way or another, and not doing what he wants to do. That's just my take on it.
I think that's a little cruel.
Well, you know what? He can go bowling another time when he's healthy.
What do you want him to do? What do you want him to do?
Maybe he wasn't bowling. Maybe he was just hanging out.
Oh, he was bowling. He quoted himself. He bowled a 251.
Okay, well, all right.
Pretty good.
Good for him.
That is good.
Yeah.
That's real good.
That is good.
I think my high in my career is like 130.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah,
I'm still trying to break 100, but I mean, I don't see what the issue is, and I don't know. You have you saying like he needs to do more for his team. Maybe he is. Maybe he, it's a team sport. It's not just. It doesn't just fall on him.
Yeah, what else can he do? What do you want him to do?
Stay home, Le'Veon Bell. College hoops. J.J. Culver from Wayland Baptist University, an NAIA school, went off the other night for 100 points. 100 points against Southwestern Adventist in Plainview, Texas. Gemz, you're a basketball guy. What is going on?
Well, shout out to him. He scored 100 points.
100 points.
That's number one.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Number one. And if you look at the stat sheet, the second highest or the second most attempts, I believe, second to him was 3 attempts. So
that's ridiculous. Hey,
yeah, this is bad. And who was the team again they were playing? Say that team's name again, please.
Southwestern Adventist.
Southwestern Adventist, you should be ashamed of yourself. Because if somebody is hot and scoring like 10 to 15 points on me, if I'm that coach, I'm like, double him now. Double him. Boxing one. Put 2 people on him. I don't care who else scores. Don't let him score. Okay. And after he dunked it, he got an and one. He did the moonwalk to the foul line. It was hilarious. Shout out to him scoring 100. But
oh man, I would have loved.
That's ridiculous.
What about as a teammate? Like, hey, pass me the ball, man.
Yeah, if I was a point guard on the team, I'd have been like, hey, bro, All right, you got 88 points. Man, give me some love. Swing the ball.
You got 88 already.
Swing the ball. I'm open in the corner, bro.
Take a seat. Take a seat.
At what point do you say something to the guy? At what point do you say, hey, I'm playing too? 50 points?
When he's at
60,
when he's at 40, when he's at 40 points, I'm talking to him at timeout. I'm like, hey, bro, you're at 40. It's cool. Like this game, we got this.
Yeah, we're up, whatever.
It's comical.
They only scored 124 points.
Oh.
This is what I'm saying. So the second most attempt was 3. So they just kept feeding him. I mean, the guy is good. Now he's a very talented guy. He shot 63 times. That is a ball hog.
Yeah, ball hogger. Get out of here, ball hogger.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Good, but not good.
Major League Baseball. Big time. Breaking news. Garrett Cole signs for 9 years, $324 million to the New York Yankees. He's the highest paid pitcher in the history of the game.
I like this.
Mm-hmm.
Is this too much money?
No. I mean, no. He deserves it. He's earned it. I mean, he started, like that song, started from the bottom. Now he's here.
No, he ain't kidding. He started in Pittsburgh. That's the bottom.
And, these guys put up with a lot, through the minor leagues and, the farm system and whatnot. So he's definitely earned it. I'm happy for the guy. I don't like that he's leaving Houston, but congratulations, Garrett Cole. Thank you for a wonderful season. Wish you the best of luck.
Houston's done right now, but
I think she needs a tissue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need a hug.
I mean, Houston's going to be good, but they're done. They're not doing nothing next year. But listen, it's not. Listen, I like that number. If the market says that he is at that number, that's what the market says. So it's not too much money at all. I mean, baseball. I mean, look what they're paying. I mean,
it's out of control.
Look at Trout's contract, 12 years, $430 million. Like that was the extension. Like, bro, like that's a lot of money.
I was expecting
baseball.
I was expecting it to be high, but okay, we'll move on to this next one right here. Strasburg, who the Nationals re-signed, that was for $245 million in 7 years. So I was thinking, maybe it'll be 260. But the Yankees were like, bam, let's go.
If you look at the Yankees lineup now, adding Cole, they are going to be dangerous. And the Yankees aren't done yet.
No,
they're not
I know
done
they're
yet.
not. But the crazy stat before we move on to this email segment, real quick. The Pittsburgh Pirates, listen to this. This is just showing you the two tiers of the teams here. In 25 years, their payroll was $299 million.
For the whole team?
For the whole squad.
Is this just players? This coaching staff as well?
This is players.
Players.
Yeah. So close to $300 million for 25 years. Garrett Cole got that one day.
One day.
Well, he's earned it. He's earned it.
But that's the difference.
Imagine, though, you got 4 starts. Or you got 4 days rest, 1 start per week, pretty much, maybe 2, if you pitch on a Sunday. So you're pitching in about, let's just say 30 games total out of 160.
Yeah, but it's not even about the regular season. It's about the playoff time. And that's why they signed him for the big money.
These contracts are getting out of hand.
I don't like the Yankees. I mean, they're a very talented team and everything, but it seems like they want to hog all the good players up, not necessarily because they want them on their team, just because they don't want to play against them.
It's business.
That's a business, Tay, and that's big business. So the Yankees is always about big business. Don't hate Tay.
I just like one Yankee. Garrett Cole.
Email segment.
That's right. We got an email from one of my favorite fans, Ryan Leach.
DJ Ryan Leach in the house. Shout out.
And Ryan starts off by saying, I want to be a stadium seat season ticket holder.
Well,
there's no waiting.
Well, Leach, without further ado, you, sir, are a season ticket holder here on Stadium Seats.
Officially. Join the movement.
Give him a hand. What's up, Leach? Give him a hand.
What's his question?
He says, let me read his email first, because he says, shout out for all you're doing, for all of y'all doing your thing. Keep it rolling. Pittsburgh invasion was lit.
Yeah, it was.
Were fire. I gotta agree with that. Next tailgate, I got the heater. Tays Take. Oh, I gotta say thank you. His question is, a lot of Yinzers were calling for Mike Tomlin to get fired over the past couple seasons, including the beginning of this year. Do you think he has redeemed himself by keeping the Steelers above water this year and officially not having a losing season with 8 wins right now?
He didn't have to redeem himself.
I agree.
Number one.
I agree.
That was going to be my take. I'm like, redeem. I didn't never thought he had to redeem himself.
Listen,
my question to Leach would be, okay, why did he have to redeem himself? Like, what did he do?
Okay, well, we all know how Pittsburgh fans are.
Yeah.
And if they're not, 10-1, 11-2, whatever it is, they're going to call for somebody's head. Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season, ever. So you're right. He doesn't have to redeem himself.
Mm-hmm.
I've loved this guy since day one.
But there's people that thought, that he needed to, leave the team, whatnot. So I get what he's saying about redeeming himself. I personally never thought he had to redeem himself. I never thought it got to that point. But I know there's several fans out there that do feel like he should have been out.
I agree. I agree with you guys. And I agree with Gemz too. And, he doesn't have anything to prove. He's a great player's coach.
Right. Yeah.
And he's winning games right now with, Duck Hodges.
That's right.
What was his signing bonus? $1,000?
$1,000. That's probably the best $1,000 investment the Steelers ever made.
You know what? Right. Remember watching that game on the TV that Kyler Murray's signing bonus was $23.5 million?
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to Duck Hodges.
And he lost.
Shout out to Ducky.
He lost.
And Kyler Murray lost. Kyler Murray played bad too. He was getting beat up.
Duck Hodges is 3-0. Mike Tomlin is riding that ship, leading the pack. He is doing a heck of a job. But Leach, I know what you're saying because I know how Pittsburgh fans are. And they're very cutthroat, if you will, because they're just used to the tradition. They're just used to, they're not used to 8-5. We're not used to 8-5. Mm-hmm. But, hey, they're fighting. They're doing what they need to do. So that's...
Yeah, but listen. 8-5, but Big Ben's not even playing. Of course you're not used to it.
Exactly.
He's not playing, and you're still 8-5. Be happy. Move on. Leave him alone.
I agree.
Be happy, and clap your hands.
Oh, man.
Quack, quack.
Quack, quack. What do we got going now?
We got my new favorite part of the show.
Oh, here we go.
The Stadium Seats Play Clock segment.
Oh,
that's
here
right.
We go.
Here we go again with this.
Hey, I don't know what y'all are complaining about. Y'all did awesome.
40 seconds.
Y'all did awesome. And by the way, y'all tied last time, so y'all better step it up.
Tied. Everybody knew I won.
Yeah,
Come on.
You know what? It's 40 seconds, right?
Clean slate, 40 seconds. Okay, we're going to do a rotation. Frizz, I have you starting, and then we'll rotate back and forth. Question number 1.
Here we go.
Who is on your Mount Rushmore all-time NBA team? Choose 4.
Okay. Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, LeBron James. Those are my 4. I mean, I could pick 10 or 15, but I'm going Michael Jordan, Chicago Bulls, Magic Johnson, the Lakers, Larry Bird, he could shoot the lights out, and LeBron James with his physicality. Give me him. He is definitely a present player, and all my other 3 picks are past players, but those are definitely my 4 who I would pick for my Mount Rushmore of the NBA.
Good.
Nice.
See? You did great.
Nice.
Larry Bird. I like Larry Bird. Come on, Gemz.
Well, so I got Jordan number 1, Magic number 2, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar number
Good
3,
one.
Good one.
and I got Kobe number 4. All of those
Good.
players there were killers, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean it in a way where they would put, when you're down by 20, they're still going to put their foot on your throat and destroy you and really embarrass you. And these were high competitive guys here, not like LeBron's not, but just game time presence and clutch guys. All 4 of these guys are clutch guys, so I got them on my top 4.
Wow. Okay.
Right.
See, we're tied.
Hey, we were kind of close, right? Kind of close.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all
You gotta throw a big man on there. You gotta throw a big man in there.
Well, LeBron's kind of big.
Y'all got some good.
We're talking about center.
Yeah, he's not a center.
Okay, keeping on with your teams.
It's all good.
Just imagine this. You're in a game, the time's winding down on the clock. You're tied at 104. Who would you want to make your last shot after a timeout?
Gemz, you're up first.
I'm up first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say Steph Curry.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Steph Curry. I mean, first of all, he holds the records in 3-pointers in the season, most games in a row scoring at least triple or most triples in a game, most points in overtime, most 3 scored in Warriors history, best free throw percentage in Warriors history, ultimate 3-point leader since 2012. By far, he's the best shooter in the NBA, hands down. Give it to Curry. Clutch.
Oh, dang.
Oh,
All right.
all right.
How'd you put all those out that quick?
No pressure, Frizz. No pressure.
You're getting
Come on, Frizz. You know you're taking an L on this one. Come on.
Yeah, NBA ain't my thing, but here we go. I'll try it. Hey, give me Reggie Miller, Indiana Pacers. Okay, he could shoot the lights out. He was one of my favorite players. He's definitely a 3-point shooter. He was averaging in his career 18.2 points per game, but he was an outside threat. Always clutch, always winning big games. His 3-point percentage is .395, which is top of the list, though, there in the NBA. So if you ask me who I'm giving the ball to, I'm drawing something up on the sidelines and saying, get the ball to Reggie. You're going to shoot the lights out here and win this game for us, and we're going to go celebrate.
Dang. Okay, y'all are still tied. No, I got to take it back. Gemz, you got this last one.
I know
Yeah.
I did. Go ahead,
Whatever.
Tay.
You're
I
up
know.
one.
Yeah,
Let the
okay.
fans
You're
know.
up one. Next question. Frizz, you're going first.
Oh, great.
Who, in your opinion, is worthy to compare at all to Michael Jordan?
Oh, man.
You're
Nobody really. But if I had to choose, it would be LeBron James. Okay. He has over 33,000 career points. Okay. That puts him at like the number 4 overall. He's going to go to number 3 after this year. He has more. The only thing that is the difference here with Michael, with MJ, is LeBron has played 200 more games than him. And I think, don't quote me on this, but Michael Jordan is number 6 in all-time scoring. But I can't, if I'm going to compare somebody, it's LeBron James, other than, somebody different, then I'm taking LeBron. Yeah. I lost that. Give me LeBron.
All right. Go ahead.
Whatever. I hate the NBA.
Oh, boy. So, I think I got this one, too. Yeah, so I'm going to go with a guy that won 5 championships and a guy who won 2 without Shaquille O'Neal, and I'm going to go with Kobe Bean Bryant. And the reason why I'm going to go with Kobe Bean Bryant is because he is clutch. He is the Black Mamba.
Yeah, he is.
He's box office. He could play defense. He could chew his gum like Michael Jordan. He stole all his moves like Michael Jordan. He's the same height as Michael Jordan. He could take over the game like Michael Jordan. And he could shoot it just as well as Michael Jordan. So I'm going to go with Kobe Bean Bryant.
Oh.
All right.
I don't know about this one. I don't know who got the point on that one. All right. We're going to move our questions on to the NFL. Who is the best running back of all time?
Best running back of all time is Emmitt Smith. Hall of Famer, by far. 3-time Super Bowl champion. Okay, the reason I picked Emmitt Smith is because he is the NFL's all-time leading rusher with over 18,000 yards on the ground. Okay, he's played 14 years in the league. Obviously, he's retired now, but he took a pounding for 14 years. He won Dallas championships. He was a good pass catcher out of the backfield. He was a complete back. He could block. He could run. He would bust off some huge runs. And I just remember watching him as I was a kid. And I'm picking Emmitt Smith.
Wow, you threw me in for a loop there. I thought for sure you were going to pick somebody on the Steelers squad.
Nah, nobody's that great besides Franco Harris, and he just didn't have the numbers. So,
all right.
That is close,
Gemz?
but I don't know. Emmitt Smith.
What? Emmitt Smith is a legend. He's great, but don't think he was better than Barry Sanders.
Oh.
So Barry Sanders, 10 Pro Bowls, career rushing record, 15,269 yards, 99 TDs. In 10 seasons, he was always selected either first or second All NFL for those 10 seasons there. And I tell you what, he led the NFL 4 times through his tenure there from 1989 to 98. He led the NFL in rushing yards 4 times through his tenure there. And he was a Pro Bowler, Hall of Fame, inducted in 2004. But I must say this, he didn't even have a line. Emmitt Smith had a great line. Barry Sanders didn't have a line. And I know I'm going over time, but I just want you to know this, Frizz. I just want you to know this.
That's cheating.
If Barry Sanders, no, wait a minute. I'm breaking the rules now. If Barry Sanders had the same line as Emmitt Smith, you'd be talking a different tone, buddy.
I think Barry Sanders is a heck of a back, but you lost. You went over the limit.
Yeah.
Disqualification.
I did. Disqualification. I lost that one.
The passion.
I did.
Unfortunately, it didn't get you any points. Sorry.
What's up next?
This is what I mean. We got 30 seconds to talk.
40,
I can barely
40.
breathe over here.
Okay. Here's another hypothetical scenario. In the NFL, you're playing a game. You got 2 minutes left. You're down 5 points at your own 25-yard line. Who do you want behind the center position to lead your team for the winning touchdown drive?
John Elway. I'm taking John Elway all the way. 35 comebacks. He has 35 comebacks in the NFL, who I believe that leads it. Okay. He orchestrated the drive in 1998, or I'm sorry, 1986. Okay. 1998. 1986 against Cleveland. He went 98 yards. Okay. With a weak offensive cast. He doesn't have that many people, and he did it. He's the one who led him on the field. Man, it's so quick.
You did a good job. All right. Go ahead, Gemz.
Nothing against Elway, but that was ridiculous. Who cares about Elway? Listen,
All right.
you're living in the past, Frizz. Look at the present. Look at the current. It's about Tom Brady. And I tell you what, talking about orchestrating a drive, orchestrating a half when you're down 28-3 to the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl and you come back and win. Okay. Listen, he is just the ultimate leader here. And he never really had great talent. He had Randy Moss, but that's about it as a star-studded talent. 6-time Super Bowl champ, 4-time Super Bowl MVP, 3-time most valuable player, 14-time Pro Bowler, 3-time first-team All-Pro. I could keep going on, but Tom Brady, you're going to see every time you count him out, Brady always gets it done. He's a winner.
You're done, Tom. You're done, Tom.
Well, when they have to videotape the bungles, there's a problem there. But last NFL question: who do you want? You have to stop them. It's 4th and goal. Choose one middle linebacker and one defensive back.
Defensive tackle.
Defensive
tackle.
I read that wrong.
You ain't picking
defensive tackle. Let me read that again. Choose one middle linebacker and one defensive tackle.
Okay. Goal line stand time. Here we go. Give me Mean Joe Green in the A gap, lining up. Okay. 4-point stance, submarining, staying low. At my middle linebacker position is Mike Singletary from the Chicago Bears. He's got those eyes. They are staring right at that tailback right now in the backfield. You can see his breath because it's like 20 below zero. He's just eyeing up that tailback. Mean Joe Green's going to submarine, and Mike Singletary's going to meet the running back in the B gap because Joe Green clogged up the A gap. Let's go. Mike Singletary, Joe Green. Get it.
I love the passion. Man, you guys get into this. All right.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, Frizz. Okay.
You're on the clock.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Go.
You say go. Thanks. All right, cool. So the middle linebacker, I'm going to say Ray Lewis.
Oh.
We all know
I like Ray.
what he can do, how he clogs up that middle, and how he just orchestrates to defeat his opponent when they collide. So I got Ray Lewis coming strong, jumping over the power, going through that wall there. And I got the late, great Reggie
White. Reggie White.
Reggie White. All defensive player, 1987, 91, and 98. Elected 13 straight Pro Bowls there. And he was a defensive player of the year for multiple years.
Four great players right there. Four great players. I mean, there's a ton.
Oh, yeah.
But, hey, in 40 seconds, that's who we're going with.
But imagine that, though, Frizz. Reggie White.
Yeah, imagine me, Joe Green, and Mike Singletary together.
In the end zone? I know that's
super scary. I mean, I wouldn't want to be the ball carrier. He's shaking.
No, I got a pulled hamstring.
You'll be like Le'Veon Bell with the flu bowling.
Yeah, I got the flu. Give me a shot.
Let's move on to the Major League Baseball. Here's question number 1. Gemz, you're taking this one first. Who is currently, not past, who is currently the best baseball player out there right now?
Well, right now, I'm going to go with the center fielder, the Angels, and that's Mike Trout. You know, this year, his WAR is 8.3. His at-bats is 470, hits 137, home runs 45, and at-bats, batting average is .93. Over his career, his WAR is 72.5, at-bats 43.40, his hits 13.24, home runs 285, and overall, he's batting at .305. You cannot, he's already sitting with the legends when you're looking at his WR plus, and he's sitting at 172. So he's in the same category as Barry Bonds.
Nice. I like that pick. I really do.
Yeah. So shout out to the
good one.
Trout.
You actually stole mine.
The clock.
Stop it,
All right.
Stop it.
Second best player in the MLB right now. I'm going with Jose Altuve from the Houston Astros, second baseman. Not because of you, Tay.
Oh, man.
Okay, let me get on this. Okay, he has a career .315 batting average. He has over 1,500 hits in his career. Okay, he has 734 runs. Okay, he's only had 4,900 and some at bats. Okay, but the biggest thing with him is definitely his defense too. It's overlooked. It's overshadowed. He's definitely a defensive player and an offensive player. So Jose Altuve is my pick. And God, that was quick.
Yeah, you lost that one. I just want to say you lost that one.
Oh my God, it's because I was arguing with you. That's not why I picked him. He's a primetime player.
He is. I gotta agree with you. Jose Altuve, what's up? Question number 2. Frizz, I got you starting this one. You're down 2, bottom of the 9th. Runner on first and second. Who's up at the plate to win this thing with a walk-off home run?
Barry Bonds. Taking Barry Bonds, 762 all-time career home runs. With the asterisk, you can say what you want, but he is the best hitter that I've ever seen in baseball. Okay, he has over almost 1,900 RBIs. If I was the baseball gods or the baseball voters, put him in the Hall of Fame. Great defensive player as well. But I want Barry Bonds in there. He's launching it into the river. He's launching it into whatever that place is in San Francisco, whatever it's called, McCovey's Cove. Give me Barry Bonds. Number 25. Shout out Barry Bonds.
Oh, you got that one. All right. Gemz, you're on the clock starting right now.
I'm going with Mr. November, the mayor himself, Derek Sanderson Jeter. That's what I'm going with. He's clutch. I don't know if he's going to hit the home run. And that was the question, so I might lose this one. But I know that if he has some guys on base, he's definitely going to get a hit to bring home and then clutch. He's always been clutch. He was Rookie of the Year. He's won multiple championships with the Yankees there, and he's a well-respected guy. There's just nothing really you could say about Mr. Jeter there. He's just box office.
I ain't picking Jeter. He can't hit bombs.
He's a good player.
He might get a double. Might tie it up.
Player.
You'll tie it.
Will you win
You're
the
down
game?
2.
What if it's
You're
2-2?
down 2.
If it's 2-2,
you'll tie it.
He could.
I mean,
I don't know.
Hey,
I just know
That's
that
fine.
none of y'all pick Michael Jordan. Y'all know he played baseball for a little bit, right?
Nah, get out of here.
Stop it, Tay. Stop it. Stop it.
All right. Last question. Here we go. You need 1 out to win the game. Bases are loaded. 1 closer. Make the call to the bullpen. Who are you bringing up to the mound?
I'm bringing out the man, the myth, the legend, Dennis Eckersley from the Oakland Athletics,
God.
mustache and all, hanging over the lip, okay, looking mean out there on the mound, bringing that slider that is serious. He won so many games for the Athletics at that time. He's a great pitcher. I think he's 7th overall in saves all time. And I'm definitely going with Dennis Eckersley because he was part of the team with the Bash Brothers when they were awesome.
I like that pick. I can't get enough of the video where he pitched and he killed a bird.
Yes, he did kill a bird. Yeah, and that's why, because he killed a bird.
By the way, do you know what he's doing now that he's retired?
No.
He's a photographer.
Oh, shout out to Dennis Eckersley.
Anyway, you're on the clock, Gemz.
Okay. I'm going to go with Edwin Diaz.
Who?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, who
No reaction
is that?
from the Mets. Edwin Diaz. It's all good. It's just something different. He made 49 appearances his first season as the Mariners, but he's his fastball, I tell you what, is 97.7 miles per hour there. And his other pitches are the slider, and it's the average of 88.2 miles. And he's one of the top closers in the game. So I'm going to go with him from the Mets. I'm going to go with someone current. I'm not going to pick someone in the past.
That's
like
who
Frizz.
I'm choosing. I'm calling to the bullpen. Give me Eckersley.
I like Eckersley. Oh, man. He was fun to watch. Well, I got to say, if I had to pick a winner, which I got the tally points here, I got to give this play clock segment winner for today would be Frizz.
Thank you.
Let me just say something. To all the Gemz fans
Frizz
out there,
Nation.
the loyalists out there.
I'm not fudging the numbers.
Hold on. I'm talking.
With your smooth
I'm talking
style.
right now, Frizz. To all the Gemz fans, to all the Gem fans out there that's really supporting the movement, the smooth groove movement, the love, Gem stand up, the nation. This is a scam over here because last episode she picked Frizz, okay, and she picks Frizz again. It's a scam.
Get the heck out of
Biased
here.
over here. It's all good. But we're going to keep doing what we're doing over here. It's all love.
Up next on Stadium Seats, Tays Take.
Tays Take, and I got an interesting one, but I got to talk about it a little bit. So I want to talk a little bit about Lizzo, and was it appropriate for Lizzo to wear a thong to the Lakers game? Exposed, I might say. I'm sure there's a lot of ladies with thongs in that audience, but exposed to the Lakers game the other night. Absolutely not. It was not appropriate. First of all, this is a family event. There's tons of kids in the audience, not only in the audience, but at home watching on TV. Now, I saw several videos of people recording and whatnot. There's several parents covering their kids' eyes while she's out there twerking. That is unacceptable, Lizzo. I get it. It has nothing to do with body. I get it. I love her confidence. Some of her music I like, some I'm not a big fan, but I'm all for it. Just keep it out of family events.
Concerts are cool.
And here's the thing. A lot of people are saying, well, it's the fashion.
If she wore it at a concert.
Concerts are cool.
You know, people are saying it's in the name of fashion. No, it is not in the name of fashion. Come on. It's an oversized t-shirt with a hole in the area that would have covered her butt. So no, it is not in the name of fashion. Last, but certainly not least, it's just nasty and unsanitary.
Unsanitary.
Who wants to sit in that chair when she leaves? Absolutely nobody. Come on, Lizzo. I got you, girl, but come on.
You know what? You know what? Shout out to Lizzo. Come on the show.
Girl, tell us
Come
why.
on the show, Lizzo.
It's
just
unacceptable. There's platforms for that. I get it. NBA event, not one of them.
She was twerking too.
Well, you know, and I get
right
it.
At
That's
the courtside.
So,
well,
yeah,
I get the twerking part. That nowadays, that's nothing new. That's not even censored anymore. Everybody twerks.
Twerk.
But nobody does it with their butt cheeks hanging out, wearing
at
a
the strip
thong,
club,
exposed. Exactly. There's platforms for that. An NBA game is not one of them.
I agree.
I'm done.
Great.
Tays Take. That's Tays Take for today.
It's a family show.
Come on, Lizzo.
And it's unsanitary. You want to sit in that chair when she leaves?
No.
Absolutely not.
Quick takes. What do you got, Gemz, from college basketball?
Shout out to the Penn State Nittany Lions. They defeated the number 4 Maryland last night in college hoops. So shout out to the Nittany Lions there. Yeah. And shout out to Texas Tech. They dropped the number 1.
That's right.
Louisville,
Texas in the house.
70-57 in the Jimmy V Classic. So shout out to them as well. I tell you what, this NCAA, once March comes, nobody
There's just
is
teams
safe
dropping like flies,
brackets.
right?
No one. It's so bad. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, this is exciting. There's no dominant teams out there, so you just never know. Who knows who's going to take the championship this year, right? This is going to be exciting. March Madness, here we come.
Real quick, in hockey news, the Boston Bruins, they're still leading the Eastern Conference Atlantic Division. They got 46 points. Buffalo and the Florida Panthers, they're trailing Boston by 10 and 11 points. So the Bruins they got a comfortable lead there. In the Metro, the Capitals lead the pack. They got 49 points. Islanders, Philly, Carolina, and the Pittsburgh Penguins, they're all separated by 10 points or less. So it's going to be a battle there in the East. On to the West. St. Louis, Colorado, and Winnipeg, they're all pretty close, battling for first in the Central. And in the Pacific, Edmonton, Arizona, Calgary, and the Vegas Golden Knights. They're battling for the number 1 spot. Shout out to Fleury. I know he had a tough break. He had a death in his family.
That's sad.
So everybody knows from Pittsburgh that Fleury was, our Stanley Cup goalkeeper. For years, his dad passed away. He took off a couple weeks, and he won his first game back the other night, 5-1.
Good for him.
So just wanted to shout out Fleury, and so always sucks when you lose a family member. Hit us up at Seats Stadium on our Twitter. Okay, you can email us at stadiumseatspodcast@gmail.com. Remember, we're here for the fans. We're here for you, people. This is what we do.
Join
Give
the
us an
movement.
email. Join it. This is what we are. Frizz, Gemz, and Tay.
Hey.
Hey. Let's go.
It's stadium seats, so what can I say? It's the end of the show with Gemz, Frizz, and Tay. So tune in the next week, you know we bringing the heat. And subscribe to the page, you know we hot in the street. At Seat Stadium, the Twitter be that. Tay with the topics, she's bringing the facts. But the style so great and the swag so wrong. Stadium Seat Podcast at gmail.com. Love.